Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your mid-October general tarot reading. We're going to be looking at a situation of step back, stay, or step forward. It's going to be 3-card spread. Don't necessarily think that a step back is a bad thing. The cards will let us know. These are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Some, all, or none of it may resonate. So don't worry if some of it doesn't or it doesn't at all. It's just not your message. Don't try to make anything fit that doesn't. Thanks for being here, Pisces. I appreciate it so much. And let's just get into this. Let's see what we got here for you, all right? So, we got the Six of Swords, got the Four of Wands, and we got the Two of Wands coming up again. You may want to go check out Cancer's reading. Interesting. Interesting. You may have Cancer in your chart, or, you might be dealing with a Cancer this month. Interesting that that came up in Cancer's reading, and the Chariot is Cancer's card, if you weren't aware, if you're new to tarot. So that's very interesting. So I feel like you should go give that Cancer video a read. But we've got, to start things off, the world in your overall energy position, which is interesting as well because the world is also in the Two of Wands. The person holding the Two of Wands, it's in their hand. So very interesting. We've got a lot of thematic stuff happening here. So I'm liking this so far, Pisces. This is looking good. But the world is a card of a big completion, a big end of a cycle. I believe one of the fire signs also had the world in their reading. I feel like it was... I think it was either Leo or Sagittarius, so you may want to go give one of their readings a peek too. Maybe you have one of those two signs in your chart as well. But again, the world, it's just a big completion, a big ending. Something you've been really working towards for a long time. Like, this has been a big journey. Speaking of journey, he's on the side of the table here, casting a shadow over our reading here. But it is like a journey of some sort, like whatever it's been a long time, and we're coming to the end here. So I like that. That's a really interesting thing. So we'll keep that in mind as we go about the reading here. First up in your step back energy, we've got the Six of Swords. So this can be kind of, I see this as sort of like a reevaluation, where you kind of take a step back. Step backs generally are either reevaluations or regressions. I feel like they're kind of in that mode, or kind of just going back to like, a more peaceful time, right? In Cancer reading, for instance, they had the Page of Cups in their past position, their step back position rather. So it's kind of like, step back and let your hair down, right? Kind of have fun. Maybe you've been too serious lately. But for you, Pisces, with the Six of Swords here, I feel like it's kind of a step back into kind of reevaluating what your direction you're going in here. The Four of Wands is in your current position. We'll touch on that in just a moment, but I feel like you need to kind of, maybe if you want, you can take a step back from this, kind of reevaluate where the calm waters are. Because with the Six of Swords, you can see here in the corner, there's some rough waters here to indicate kind of things are a little rocky at this time. But with the clear waters ahead, it's sort of say like you're heading towards calm waters, you're heading towards things settling down, you're heading towards peace, you're heading towards things improving. So I like that. I feel like maybe taking that step back is sort of to say, like, maybe you lost where the calm waters were, or maybe there was kind of, maybe there's a whirlpool in the way, and it's kind of like we had to go around, and like it put us on a completely different path, but and we're still kind of in rocky waters, or we're off course here a bit or something. And so maybe we need to come back a bit, backtrack a little, and then find out where the calm waters are from there. We also got this person only taking their essentials here, not just with the swords, but with the people with them, and sort of just taking your trusted people along on this journey with you, or just taking who you trust or who you love the most or who you care about, right? Only having the essentials rather than trying to just anyone that can help, right? Because not all those people are necessarily going to stay with you the whole time, or there's maybe not necessarily room in the boat for everybody. So that's for taking a step back. Currently, we've got the Four of Wands here. So if you got marriage on the mind, that's a good sign. That's what the Four of Wands talks about marriage mainly. But if you're not looking for marriage, it also talks about happiness. So very good stuff there. So either you're looking for happiness or you're looking for love, like everlasting here, which is good. With the Four of Wands as well here, it can be a card of stability, as these wands are all standing on their own, as we're going to touch on with the Two of Wands as well. But I feel like here for you, it is more of a, it could be like with the Six of Swords back here, like I was talking about that reevaluation. Like maybe this is a time, like maybe if you don't need that reevaluation, like you're committed to this path, it's like go for it. Just go for happiness, go for marriage, go for whatever. Like whatever this is, however this relates to you, right? This could be marriage, as I said, it could be love, but again, general happiness, of course. So just being in good position that way. But again, maybe wanting to take that step back and reevaluate because maybe there's some doubts creeping in as well. But if you want to take a step forward, we got to step forward in stability, which is fantastic as well. I feel like staying put is also stability, right? I feel like they're two sides of the same coin, but with the Two of Wands, it's more of a moving on, right? You see, there's these people are coupled here, but this person's by themselves, right? It seems like that's kind of the idea here. Is like I feel like you moving on and being like, okay, I felt like I could marry this person. At first, I felt like I was happy with them, but maybe you move on into the Two of Wands, which is more stability, but solo stability. It's like, okay, I'm moving on. Maybe this person isn't what I wanted, or this isn't right for me at this time, or whatever it may be. Like, we're not here to judge. But what I like about this, as we pointed out as well, is the world is in this person's hand, as if to say the world is in your hands, and really in your hands as well. So I really like that. So that's a very strong sign for me, Pisces, is like, yeah, it just feels like you're maybe moving into a completion where it's like, I finally realized that, I want to be more selfish, and not selfish in like a nasty way, because we all need a little bit of being selfish in us, because we're number one, no matter what, right? Like we're always need to put ourselves first before we put anyone else out there, right? Like it's a sweet gesture and it's a sweet thing to do when you put others ahead of yourself, but really what's important is to make sure you're taking care of first overall before you start kind of making sacrifices for others. And I feel like this maybe for you is kind of putting that emphasis. If you take a step forward, it's kind of like, the marriage, maybe even this is just a mindset for you, is like I need to get married and stuff, and this moving on is like, no, you know what, I'm actually going to enjoy my time and enjoy myself first before I move on to settle down, right? And maybe that's the completion for you as well. So I like that a lot here. Again, for you Pisces, we're just big time completion coming up here, big time change, whether you're taking a step back and redirecting, you're staying put and possibly getting married, or possibly making a commitment for your own happiness, or here with the Two of Wands, possibly just going on in a stable way and really emphasizing yourself here at this time. So I love all that, Pisces. That's fantastic. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully this has helped you out. Hopefully this has resonated with you. If you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you again for being here, Pisces, and I'll see you in the next video.